Tonight on Collective Stupidity, Samuel fights a rooster.
Just fucking swing! Right into his ribcage! Back that motherfucker!
Robert gets cucked.
3 days in a row there, man. They looked at you and went, just get bent.
Get bent.
Just get bent.
And Dominic irritates me.
You
There's
expect
show
me
notes
to
when we
read the
start.
show notes, man? If you want me to read the show notes, you gotta put a talking fox in it, man. Forget it. Otherwise, it's a no game.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Collective Stupidity podcast. It's season 3 this time, grand opening of season 3. Happy to be here, happy to have everyone here. This podcast is the only podcast.
It's just the only podcast.
It's just the only podcast.
The only podcast.
Yep. Mhm.
This is
the
it.
only
It's the one.
podcast.
I'm sorry, world, but all the other ones got canceled or deleted or something. And
Yeah, this is it.
yeah,
Sorry about
it
that.
actually, it would have happened though. That means we've peaked. And
Technically, I don't know if it's the way you want to peak, but we have peaked.
I'll accept that.
Yeah,
You peak by world domination.
yeah.
I mean, hey, not even Napoleon could achieve that, so I'll take it.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Better than Napoleon. I'm gonna put that somewhere. I'm gonna write
Yeah, there you
get
go.
a 5-star review going. Yeah. Anyways,
Cool. Let's just make our own newspaper, and then we write a review about the podcast, and then we say that.
yeah, because that's totally not.
No logistical issues to that.
Yeah, there's no bias issues, nothing like that.
No.
Hear me out,
no.
hear me out, Chance. Hear me out.
Yep.
We ditch the podcast and we instead do a bi-monthly printed newspaper that we hand out to people.
Do we type it on typewriters?
I'm
Yeah.
not writing a paper route for my own newspaper.
I think we should do that because if any business is not going to fail, it's definitely printed newspaper.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Definitely the most stable and lucrative market out there right now.
Let me take all my savings and
Democratic
invest in a
Chronicle.
printing press. That is exactly
Yeah.
right.
Gutenberg would be proud.
You would-
Yeah.
you would.
Oh,
If you still love
God.
us, you
Okay.
would.
Yeah, if he didn't die 400
400
years ago ish, 500 years ago, yeah, he'd be so
Skill issue.
proud. Skill issue. Yes.
I gotta pull up the
Yes.
show notes here so
course.
I know what I'm talking about.
Dying in the Middle Ages, yes, skill issue. Yeah, you're so right.
Yeah, makes sense. Yeah.
I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna go in reverse topic order, slash closing statement order. I think that's what we're gonna do.
Can I just say,
Oh,
I
God.
sent you all those like beautifully done, half drunken screenshots.
Yeah, I knew I was gonna get hate for it. It was.
I worked hard for those photos on my phone. I had to
listen,
lift on and then press a button, man. That's difficult.
listen.
Uncompensated.
Listen. If there was less than like 52 of them, I might have.
I can
But
send you like a.
No.
These are high quality. You can tell it's high quality because I didn't even bother
Because
the
they're
line.
all slanted. They're all diagonal. I know. I hate it. That's not a small reason of why I
never
did.
seen.
You got the cowboy straight on though. The cowboy is like steady as a rock.
Well,
'Cause of course
by
you
that
fucking
point in
did.
the film, I was like, "This is going to be a podcast topic. I should pay more attention." The first half hour was like, "This is what the fuck is this?"
It's literally it's all the same
By the
slant
time
too.
I got to Moses and the German lead and the scientist, I was like, "This is podcast worthy," and I started taking like more photos. There was one point I was like doing like spot journalism where I had to like wait with the camera going until I found a good set. I just had to take it. I couldn't put the camera down. It's just
Oh
it's so
God.
much bullshit, so much coming at once.
And you used none of it, Jacob. You used
Yeah,
none of it.
well, you can kick rocks. I don't care. I'm not going through all that.
Love that phrase.
Yeah, it's making a comeback.
kick rocks.
It's making a comeback for sure.
It's better than you could just suck on my nuts.
Yeah. Well, the phrasing that you
The phrasing made it so much better.
the
though,
phrasing
dude.
made it actually comedic.
It's like, oh, you could just suck on my nuts. It was like,
Sounds about right.
I feel like I should get a 50-cent raise. You know, I've been doing some good work. Well, you could just suck on my nuts. How about that?
The fact that you're asking for a 50 cents raise makes me think you're in like in 1912. And the fact that someone, like, some employer would use suck on my nuts in that context, in that age, is so funny to me.
Yeah, I was just saying, it's even funnier.
Yeah. Anyways,
Yeah.
getting into the meat and potatoes, if you will. Sam, can you please hit us with some type of topic? I'm dying. I'm dying right now. Hit me with it.
I'm ready.
Okay, all right.
can't be more ready.
Damn. Okay, so we got the million dialogue.
This might have been a mistake. This might have been a
The
mistake.
siege.
Oh, you
The
unprepared, Sam?
siege of Melos. The siege of Melos. Which I'm still not.
Guys,
I'm
I have
looking
an
at
idea.
it, Sam. You got the $1 Million. You got the tragedy of Duff Kane, the wise.
Kanye.
Sorry, Kanye. Sorry. Duff Kane, the wise.
How do you even like mistake that for quite literally anything?
Look, man, I'm not that smart.
So, okay, I like that. I like the idea of the Rooster and the Tulpa. The Tulpa, I want to actually get my facts straight about that because it's a little crazy, and I don't want to just like jump into it.
Of course, yes.
That's gonna be a problem with a lot of my topics. Okay, yeah, never mind. The point is, let's
Excellent.
Tulpa. Remind me that we're doing the Tulpa next show. This show we'll talk about the Rooster.
Great.
I'll
Another
remind you in
story.
like 3 days so you can start researching for it.
Yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I will. That'll help. So, we'll talk about the Rooster. Back to the homesteading chronicles of Samuel Robinson and the Robinsons.
Yep.
The Robinsons on Lake Ontario. I should write a book.
Well,
Okay. So.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
What?
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Okay. All right.
Jacob, this is what I'm talking about.
No.
By we've made so many people just start saying it.
They're infected. I know.
Now they're turning it on me. Now I'm a victim of a
Yeah.
hate crime.
No, you can't say that. You can't say that.
No, you're just
you
a
can't say
victim.
that. Okay, it's not a hate crime. It's a
Your Honor, how is it a hate crime if I
Yeah,
love
how's that a hate
doing
crime?
it?
I want to see some more hate in that crime. That can be a hate crime. Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
buy it.
it's not.
It
It's not.
needs more hate.
It's hateful when does it, but it's not hateful.
Oh,
It's not hateful when in general. You know what I mean?
I mean, sure, but you did just tell me you didn't want to read my book, and that hurt my feelings. So I'm saying it's hateful.
Okay. Well, I wasn't saying I didn't want to read it. I'm just saying it might not be the most. It's not gonna be a New York Times bestseller. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, fuck you, Jacob. Okay.
Go talk
All
about
right,
your
I'm going
fucking
back to my
rooster.
story.
Talk about
Yeah,
your
I'm
fucking
going
rooster.
back. Okay, okay.
Tell us what the
Here we
rooster
go.
we get more lost in chat.
Okay, all right. So, my family decided that we wanted to buy chickens. My mom, she was talking to a farmer friend of hers, and chickens are fairly easy to raise. And this is correct, for the most part. Compared to anything else that you can get on a farm, chickens are pretty easy to raise. You just got to take care of them, keep them safe. So, we bought a bunch of chicks. We got one rooster and about 11 or 12 hens. It was great. And
Okay.
we bought them all as until it's a saga. Let me tell you. So we had a whole bunch of these cute little chicks. And we kept them in our house for the time being while we built the chicken coop, and then eventually we started transitioning them outside into a tent, basically, while we were finishing the chicken coop. And this, in my opinion, is where the problems started to kind of arise. Because my younger brother, right? Great guy. Probably one of the most empathetic people that you'll ever meet on this planet. A thinker, a real philosopher, gentle person. And if you're listening to this, Josh, you'll understand that I love you. But you have to admit that you were kind of a shitheel back in 2015. Just a little bit. Let's just... I mean, we all were. I wasn't all that great either.
Sorry.
But you were.
Sorry, what is that word? Shit heel? What the
Yeah,
fuck does that mean? What does that mean?
It's a person who's generally shitty. I mean,
Okay.
not generally shitty.
Okay, I
right?
got you. I'm following. I've never heard that before, but yeah.
I'm sniffing just
Yeah,
scratching.
sniffing. God, I was gonna say that. Okay, whatever.
Buying, just selling.
Yeah.
Eating what you're shitting out, so on and so forth.
That's
No, okay. Well, eating what you're shitting out is probably
that's
not what.
not
Okay,
that's not a good one. But anyway, moving on. Tell me
Moving
about this this Rooster situation.
So, my brother, he started a funny trend, because, these chicks were very small and you could pick on chicks pretty easily.
Mm-hmm.
So what he would start doing was he was running around the tent, banging the sides of the tent walls and scaring the chickens.
Uh-huh.
This became a thing. And I will admit that I also partook in this sport just a little bit. Until I realized, okay, maybe this is going a little too far. But everybody else was doing it. It became a kind of sport to just bang on the sides of the tent and listen as the little chicks would scream and dash all around the tent.
Oh my God.
Trying to get away from whatever was.
Nice.
Yeah, we all have hobbies, I guess. I guess it is.
We all have hobbies.
See, I'm starting.
They don't involve terrorizing a small animal.
Sometime.
See, now I'm rooting for the chickens.
So this went on for about a week. Until, our mom finally said, stop that shit. I don't know what the fuck you guys are doing. Quit it. And so we stopped, right?
Reasonable.
And everything was, for the most part, okay, right? Except this event, I'm pretty sure, contributed to the Rooster having some developmental issues, we'll say. Maybe some trauma, even like some childhood trauma. Maybe part of a villainous backstory.
Chicken-based PSD. It's good. It's good enough.
So, the chickens grow up. That's the kind of thing. They grow up. They start getting older.
Yeah, it's just something that they do.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's something they do. They grow up, right? And the Rooster at this
Time
point,
passes
we
as
started.
Time passes, which is a thing that
Time passes. You might be surprised. Time passed.
Yes.
And at this point, we were able to differentiate between a lot of the chickens, especially the Rooster itself, right? Because he was this beautiful red rooster, and
Right.
we just kind of called him Red after a while because he was fucking red. I don't know what else he wanted from us.
Wow.
Red the Rooster.
How unique.
How unique. His name was
We
Red
called him
the
Red
Rooster.
because he was fucking red.
You called him Red because he was fucking red.
Would you rather they called
That
him
is-
fucking green? Like, what do you want from the man? What do you?
That would've
Thank
been-
you.
That would have been a
Thank you.
hilarious type of irony.
That would have been a very
We
hilarious.
Yeah,
called
that's
him
hilarious.
green because he was
That's kinda
fucking
funny.
red.
That's funny. I would do that.
That
That's
is some
logical,
shit
yes.
you would do.
Yeah.
Yeah. So here's the thing, right? These roosters, they grow up. They get big fast.
No.
Yeah.
Now
they
it's
Surely
yeah,
not.
I know. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
Now this is proportionate to the height of say a middle schooler, right? They shoot up to about the size of your thigh, pretty fast, pretty
Oh,
quickly,
Okay.
which
how
we weren't
fucking-
really expecting.
How fucking tall do you think middle schoolers are? Or how short do you
How
think they
big do you think chickens are?
Oh, hold on. What kind of breed of chicken did you get? Because the chickens I interact with are not that big.
Yeah.
Well, okay. I mean, it's not. I'm maybe not middle school.
How
but
short
I'm
were you
so-
in middle school?
are? Yeah.
I was quite small in middle school. I'll admit. I've
it's
always-
I mean,
very
Well,
bad.
granted,
Quite small.
low bar,
You're quite
Dominic.
small now.
I'm not sure that counts because I'm not, by no means my average.
It's
Okay.
it's a Rhode Island Reds. Rhode Island Reds are the chicken that we got.
Okay.
So for these ones, I don't know. It wasn't that they were big enough to be concerning. And what ended up happening was this guy, Red, right? He started getting aggressive. Needlessly aggressive. I don't know what it was. I guess the being scared as a young child somehow contributed to his fragile masculinity. and he
Maybe torturing the fucking chicken
I doubt that helped, but
made him not like us.
yeah, I doubt that helped, but chickens are aggressive animals. It's kind of what they do. So that might
I
just be
guess
normal
they
chicken
are.
behavior. That they're quite generally quite aggressive animals.
generally quite aggressive.
It's
Right, I guess so,
a
right?
trait of chickens.
So it became a problem because after a while, something started happening, right? My sisters go out because we all take turns feeding the chickens. My sisters go out. But after going out a couple times, they don't want to go out and feed the chickens anymore. They're scared of the rooster. The rooster is harassing them and ramming them.
Oh,
They're like,
boo.
okay, well, it can't be that bad, right?
Womp womp.
Womp womp. They send, in terms of importance, since my sisters no longer want to go out there, they send my younger brother, the guy Joshua, the guy who originally started this whole thing. They sent my younger brother out there to start doing the chicken, feeding them instead. This guy starts chasing him around the chicken coop. Became a kind of problem, actually.
Yeah, like you motherfucker.
It was, yes. He started brutally hounding Joshua to the point where Joshua could not take care of the chickens. Then it became me, because even though I'm the oldest, I'm smaller than the brother immediately below me. He does a lot of the bigger chores. So it became my problem. And I couldn't really deal with it either, because he would actually fucking jump up on people and run into you. And
those chickens can be violent, man. I'm with you on that one. Those chickens can be brutal.
He was like, it was disturbing. It wasn't the worst fucking thing ever, but it was disturbing enough because we're just trying to get in there at we had shelves for chickens to sit on top of. And then, sometimes they'd sit on the floor. And we'd be in there feeding them. We'd open the door, we'd feed them, and he'd jump from the shelf onto people's shoulders. Or hit them in the face. It was because we're pretty tall, but we're short enough to get hit by this fucking rooster. So,
is this the family, or is this the chicken from Family Guy?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That's why I said Family Guy moment when I wrote it down. I cannot believe the chicken from Family Guy, Ezio Auditore'd your ass.
You can't win them all.
Please tell me you got into an epic fight with this chicken.
Did you start fist fighting this chicken, Sam? Be honest.
So I did get into a fight with the chicken, actually.
Let's go.
Let's go.
This is what happened, right? So I couldn't handle it. None of us could really deal with it. So eventually, my mom did get my the bigger brother, but my younger brother, Samson, right, big guy, got him to take care of it. And he was taking care of it, even though the chicken was still harassing him. But he's such a tough guy. He was like, I mean, he was still bothered. We were all bothered by it because he was becoming a general nuisance. He was physically attacking everybody. But, my brother was like, fuck it. I don't really care. I mean, even though he was still, getting tripped up by this guy every once in a while.
We'll thug it out.
We'll thug it out. And the rest of us were comfortable with it. It was let Samson deal with it. Samson can deal with physical assaults. He's a big guy. Let him deal with being harassed by the rooster. But then, my mom, eventually, she had to have a sit down with me in particular, and she was like, listen,
with the rooster.
You cannot be scared of this rooster, right? You cannot ask Samson to do all the work with the chickens just because you're afraid of this rooster. So basically, she told me to lock the fuck in and actually lock the fuck in and deal. That's basically what she told me. Lock the fuck in and deal. So I was like, all right, I guess I'll fucking deal. I may have shed a couple tears. I'm not gonna lie, because I'm not gonna lie. I was genuinely scared of this rooster. I did not like the idea of being attacked by this rooster from the top of shelves or the roof of the chicken coop. It was bothering me quite a bit. So she was like, listen. I don't know what you want me to tell you. Take a broom and just bat him. Just bat him out the way. Just fucking push him out the way. Take this broom.
I sense this is gonna create more issues.
Take a broom and just start beating the fuck out of it. That'll help.
Don't beat the fuck. Don't beat the fuck out. But if he comes around, you just stick the broom out and shoo him away. Brush him. I'm like, all right, fine.
Then he comedically takes the broom and starts beating you with it.
Starts I'll show you how to use this. Bam, bam. Thankfully, no. So, first day, heading back out to the chicken coop in about 2 weeks since, telling my mom I didn't want to deal with it anymore. I was shaking. I'm looking up to the sky. It's overcast day. The clouds are rolling in. The sun is nowhere to be seen, but somehow it's still very warm out, right? It's about to rain soon, but it's time to get the eggs. There was a slight wind blowing through the trees. Not heavy enough to knock anyone down, but enough to kind of create a rustling in the leaves. You could feel the trees moving in accordance to nature. I walk towards the chicken coop. I know he's coming. I know he's hidden somewhere, right? Because at this point, it's not just relegated to the chicken coop. He's hanging out underneath the porch around the house, in the bushes. I know he's coming.
Execute the fucker, you chicken.
Execute the fuck. I take a couple steps to the chicken coop. I'm almost halfway across my property to where the coop is, and where I start hearing this motherfucker's war cry. And I turn around, and I'm like looking around for him, and I see him just dart right towards me. Now, of course, right, as I told you, I'm genuinely fucking terrified of this guy. So I do the only natural thing. I start like just running around him. And as I'm like running from this guy, I start hearing like cheers and screaming. And I look out and I see like my entire family out on the porch watching.
They got pay-per-view. They got pay-per-view for you fighting the chicken.
It's gladiatorial combat.
Yes. I've got like people like saying, I've got my little sisters telling me to run inside. I got Joshua, being the great comedian that he is, telling me to climb a fucking tree. I got Sobson telling me to like, yeah, okay, no, wait, he's coming around. Other way, go the other way. And then in the loudest voice, right, my mom finally, she says, stop running and deal with this. And I know it's go time. So I stand my ground. The rooster's coming right at me, dead on. I shift the broom, right? Enter a batting stance. And as he comes to range, I just fucking swing right into his ribcage. Back that motherfucker across the other side of the lawn.
Got it. Smooth. Did the chicken succumb to said beating?
No, he did not. He was limping. He was limping a little bit, but I did not kill him.
You see, he just got more angry after that.
Believe it or not, he did not. Actually, he left me alone for the rest of my life. For the rest of his life. I did it. I got my job done.
Is the chicken dead now?
The chicken is dead, and this is the other part of the story.
Oh
right?
my god.
So the point.
I can't get
At
past
this point,
you holding the broom like a baseball bat. I can't get past it. It's such a funny image. I'm imagining you did the hey better thing, and you twirled it around, and then you swung the fucking broom, and it went in the air, and it went flying. It's such a... If this is like a perfect Charlie Chaplin skit. Like,
this is a Charlie Chaplin. It's like a Mr. Bean cutaway.
I will tell you. He didn't necessarily fly in the air, but I will say that his feet were not touching the ground for a solid 2 seconds. So I definitely hit him.
You show that chicken who's the boss. You gotta show those chickens who's top chicken, and you're top chicken.
You're top chicken.
I was top chicken.
You're top chicken. Hell yeah.
You're top chicken.
Mind you, I had tears in my eyes the entire time this was happening. I was fucking crying.
Listen, top chickens can cry too, man. It's not, it's not for.
It's not an easy whoop for the chicken, man. Yeah. It's not an easy whoop.
It's not easy chicken. Yeah. The rest of the story, it became kind of established that this motherfucker was just a bully, and he wasn't shit. Like, he wasn't gonna keep
his weakness. Brooms.
His weakness, yes, his weakness was that he couldn't take it as much as he could give it. So he left a lot of.
You're fucking human. It's a fucking chicken.
Well, he started it. All right, I don't like how you're taking the rooster, Robert.
He started it, and didn't you start the story with? Yeah, we used to just.
Yeah, we used to traumatize this fucking.
Yeah, we used to traumatize this chicken.
How
dare he have animosity towards us?
I mean, like, in Sam's defense, chickens are like pretty aggressive animals just to begin with. Even if you didn't traumatize it as a child, it would still probably try to attack you and kill you. It's kind of what chickens do.
Yep.
Yes, none of the hens
help
did
you did
it. It probably didn't. No. Okay.
It probably didn't necessarily help the situation. Here.
So there became a problem. There became a slight problem where a fox came around and started picking off some of our hens. And it became a problem because we knew that Red was not fighting off the foxes because he was terrified of them. because, like I said, he's a bully. He can't give it. He can't take it as much as he could give it. Clearly, so he was not doing his job.
So what did you do? Get a second rooster?
We did. We got a second rooster.
I think that's an easy decision there. Yeah, get the second rooster.
Yeah.
Was this rooster's name Green?
The name of this rooster was actually Moon. We named him Moon.
Lame. Wait, you should have named him Red 40.
We should
Red
have
40. That would be pretty good. Red 40.
Thankfully, we didn't do that. Right? That was fucking. Anyway,
missed opportunity, man. Totally should have done
missed
that.
opportunity. Sure. Yes, it did probably. We called him Moon Rooster because he was white. He had white feathers. So we got this rooster, and this rooster did not like foxes, and he would keep foxes away from the hens. He also didn't like red, like at all. And so began the second most important fight of Red's life, which was the duel between Moon and Red, and which was basically who gets dominion over the hen house.
Who gets
They
control
fought-
of the lands, if you will?
Who gets control
Who gets
of the
the
land?
crown?
Yes. Who gets the crown among the roosters? They fought once. Red was soundly beaten. They fought a second time. Red was beaten again. Red cashed in his rematch clause for the title, so he had to fight Moon again a third time. And at that point, in the middle of winter, finally Red realized, I just can't go inside anymore. I'm gonna get my ass kicked every single fucking day. I can't go inside the coop. It was actually really tragic. Cause my entire family, we all hated Red at this point, and we loved Moon. But to see Red exiled from the coop in the dead of fucking winter, and kind of have to stay adjacent, he was just hanging out around the side of the coop, because if you went inside, you'd get fucking violated. He really had no choice, and it was sad because every once in a while we would come out there and we would see maybe 3 or 4 hens would come around and keep him company, because they grew up with this guy, he's family. And that's when we realized we have to kill him.
Oh
No.
Did you turn it into soup? Is that what you're telling me? You souped him?
We had to. We didn't eat him. We didn't eat him.
Oh, you didn't? Oh man.
No.
No, they just blast him with a shotgun and then.
No. We slit his throat.
No! Why would you do that?
Why of all the ways? That's what you choose? That's the
We
worst
want to make it.
way!
We want to make it quick and painless, so we just
It's what we
stabbed him in
consider
the
the
stomach.
humane way of getting rid of a chicken. You can't really shoot them. We didn't stab him in the stomach. We slit his throat. We slit his jugular. It's a quick. They bleed out. They go to sleep. That's how it's done. It's the humane way of killing
That's how
ants.
it's done. Have you done it
This
since
to me is
I don't know. If I went to go put my dog down and I see them pull out a knife, I'm not going to be.
There'd be some
I'm
questions.
not going to be at
Well, your
ease with how
dog's
my.
not a chicken, though. Chickens are different.
This to me is just further confirmation that I could never be a farmer, because the farmers I by my cabin, next to my cabin, right? They also kill chickens in the same way, slitting the throat. Maybe it's a standard, but I could never do that.
I was just saying, I could not do that.
It's as humane as it gets.
Who killed the chicken? Who killed the rooster?
Oh, it was none of us. We got one of our farmer friends to do it.
Oh, okay.
Oh, there you go. That's what you do.
Yeah,
you get one of the hillbillies to do it.
Yeah.
They weren't sensitized to it.
I
They
really
did
thought
it-
you were going to
they
end
did
this
it
story with, I cut a chicken's throat. I really thought that's where it
Yeah,
was going.
but I would have liked to have known. It's a good skill to have. Eventually, I'm going to have to learn how to do it. But no, yeah, it was sad. But we had no other choice, because we didn't hate him at that point, but the alternative was freezing to death.
Why don't you just kill the other chicken?
No, the other
The guy
chicken
who was
got
doing
the
his job?
foxes.
I wouldn't have done that. I would have killed Vet 40. That's
Moon?
what- I would do that. Yeah.
You would have killed
Yeah.
Moon?
No,
Yeah.
I would have killed Vet 40. That's what I would have done.
Yeah, Red 40. It had to have been Red 40.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Moon was keeping away the foxes. Moon, unfortunately, just did the job better.
Yep.
He did the job better, so he killed the other one.
And we had no choice.
You know, like
It was Moon.
like communist Soviet Union right there. You don't do your job, well, you go straight to the gulag.
You go gulag.
Yeah, at work, if somebody does my job better than me, they execute me.
Yeah,
throw me
either
into a
you go to the
dumpster.
gulag or you go to hell. Yeah, those are the
Yeah,
two
those are the
options.
options. Either it's freezing cold or boiling hot. That's what you get.
Oh God.
I mean, like, we wouldn't have killed him if Moon would have let him stay in the coop, but he wouldn't. He wouldn't. He just wouldn't do it. So that was the option, you know. We buried him, you know. We didn't like just fucking throw him into a landfill, but like that's, you know, that's the story of a man who he shot high, he aimed high, and I salute you, Red, for that. And I hope wherever you are treated a lot kinder than admittedly we treated you, and then Moon later treated you. I life was hard.
Life, you know, it ain't be easy. Life turns out. You know, I think it's going one way. Next thing you know, you gotta kill a chicken. It happens. You know, Sam, is this why you're so into like wrestling, like what do we want wrestling, right? Is this like your origin story for wrestling, right? Like you watch chickens fight themselves to death so much it's become ingrained in your memory, and now all you can see when watching WWE is just chickens fighting each other to the death. It somehow feeds upon some primal instinct you have.
Which Sam? Which rooster is Edge? Let me know.
Oh God, which rooster is Edge?
Yeah.
Fuck.
These are essential questions, Sam. How many chickens can who's the guy from before take on
Abdullah the Butcher?
Abdullah the Butcher.
Yeah, Abdullah the Butcher.
He was known for eating raw chicken, so I mean,
becomes one of the chicken. He did eat the raw chickens. I guess he could just eat the chickens.
He could just eat them. He could just eat
Just
them.
eat the chickens.
Yeah. Oh, did you forget? Yeah, he was just eating raw chicken.
Yeah.
So he could just eat them. And to answer your question,
that was a deep and impactful story right there, Sam. I hope Robert can meet that level.
I definitely won't. But like my last subject, you guys are going to be heavily laughing at solely at my suffering.
Hell yeah.
Well, there you go.
Real quick though, which chicken is like Edge?
Oh, Red. Red
Okay,
is definitely like
gotcha.
Yeah. Yes. Unfortunately, he's just not dead because he's
Understood. That makes it more clear for me. Thank you.
Yep.
I would have been lost otherwise. I would have had no idea what's going on. Edge. I don't know what Edge is. I thought there was a. Blade.
That's the wrestler that groomed him in his dream to become a media.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yes, I forgot about that.
Yeah, I didn't.
Thank you for the reminder.
It's been on my mind ever since.
Yeah.
Please.
But
Don't say it like that.
That's literally what happened. Like, what are you talking about? That's literally what you said.
I was inspired. All right, fuck it, Robert. You're
Okay. Okay. So, dramatic pause for the scene change. Also, it's been 45 minutes already, so I'll try to make it quick.
Why do you people always pause for the scene change? Like I can't.
I don't know, to make it easy. To make it easy for you.
I don't think you quite understand that you listen for the entire show and you can just cut things whenever it gets silent for a second. I think in our head, like, well, we have to wait because you play it in real time, and you don't do this. But I think certainly I think this. Certainly what's going in my head is that you must play this in real time because that's what I would do.
We all own a car. Am I right or am I right?
Hell yeah, brother!
I do own my car. It is true. Yes.
Now, Dom, like myself, your car is a steaming pile of shit too.
I call my car the Nugget for a reason.
Okay.
My car is also shit.
And for the other two,
here.
I'm pretty sure you guys know somebody who is not in this car who does or at some point owned a car that was a steaming pile of shit.
It's me. I own one.
Your car hasn't worked consistently, which actually is quite annoying.
Oh right,
your Ford, Jacob.
Yeah, my fucking Ford.
Yeah,
I don't even know what. It's a Ford.
You have a Ford Fiesta, right? Or is it a Focus?
Okay. Focus. It's a Focus.
Focus
it's
hatch.
a hatchback Focus. Yeah.
Yep.
Piece of dog shit.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
I recently had to get my car towed to a shop. And it was a nightmare.
That's expensive.
I'm going to. Well, you see, actually, I'll get to that, but I'm gonna run you guys through the entire timeline.
Saga.
So,
if you will.
Yeah, saga. So, it's Tuesday, May 20th.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's a while
Me and
ago.
me and a friend of mine, go to Tim Hortons to get something. That was on the menu. It's like a limited time breakfast item.
Was it the Ryan Reynolds eggs thing?
Yes, it was the Ryan. It was the
God.
Ryan Reynolds thing.
Of course.
And
What a way to die! What a way to have your car break down. I was my way to go to Tim Hortons to buy a Ryan Reynolds, and
Ryan
it broke.
Reynolds eggs.
Sorry.
so we go
Well, you really
inside.
can't.
We ask them for the item, and they said, "Oh, we stopped serving breakfast."
Oh,
Lewis, you don't even get
That's
it.
I was like that's so stupid. It's Tim Hortons. It's like if McDonald's stopped serving fries.
Yeah, it's like,
Sorry,
Yeah, that is
it's-
stupid, actually.
Sorry,
It's
it's 3:30 p.m. We don't serve fries anymore. It's like your whole thing.
Okay.
It's your whole thing.
good job.
So-
Good job, Woods.
So I'm like, okay, let me go see. Let's go out to my car and we'll look up like any surrounding Tim Hortons to see if there are any places still serving breakfast. If not, we'll go fuck ourselves. I put my key in the ignition, and nothing happens. I try to turn it over, nothing happens.
Okay.
So I go, shit. I've had issues with this before. And I go, I'm pretty sure it's just my battery. I'm just gonna jump it. I hook up a portable battery, fucking nothing. So I go, okay, now this is an issue. So we go across the street to a gas station, to find fucking something that that could help us. There's nothing. Mind you, okay, so this is at like 2:30 in the afternoon.
Right.
We spend like 30 minutes like trying to get my car to start, so I can at least like get to my house, which is only like 5 minutes away.
Right.
That doesn't work. So then I call my stepdad and I said, "Hey, I need your advice." Mind you, this is at like 3 o'clock. I go, "Hey, I need your advice. My car's not starting. I've tried everything. What do I do?" And he says, "Well, we actually get towing through our insurance." And I go,
Lucky
"Oh,
you.
okay."
Clutch.
I go, "Oh, okay." So I called.
God, I missed it. You fucker. Stop putting okay in your stories. God damn you. I swear to God.
So I called my insurance, and the way it works is I call my insurance, and then they call the tow truck for me.
Right.
Okay.
And he goes, "Okay, where's your car located?" I say, "Oh, it's at Tim Hortons at this address." And he goes, "All right, where do you want it towed to?" I said, "Oh, I'll get it to." Hold on, I need to make sure this. Actually, I'll just. And I do want you to censor that name because I am going to be heavily shit talking them.
Okay.
Okay.
I like that
Okay.
you prefaced this.
Just to be clear, just for me, which was this? I may have also have some shit talk to say. About that.
This it's the one on. It's right next to the.
Oh God. Okay.
Oh
angry.
yeah, I know this store.
I'm
know
wildly
about
aware of
this
this.
place. I know about this place. I've had some
Yeah.
questionable.
Yeah.
This place too.
So I tell them, "All right, we get it towed there." He says, "Okay, it'll be about an hour until they come pick you up."
Huh?
So it's like 3:30. Well, because he has to call the tow truck company, and then they're busy. So I pretty much just get like the next available truck.
Right.
So, fortunately, my stepdad gets out of work, so he comes and picks me and my friend up. We figure, okay, we'll go over to the place, and we'll just tell them that I'm getting my car towed, to figure out where I drop off my keys, my other stuff. So we go up there, give them the lay down. Then we go home, so I can like go feed my cats, my dog. Then we go back. Mind you, it's about 4:30 at this point. So they should be there. So we start waiting. We start waiting. Fast forward to about 6 o'clock.
Okay.
Hell of a time skip.
Three hours
still
later.
waiting. So we call. At this point, we already called the place. We already called the tow truck company because my insurance actually gave me their number. So I call them, and instead of getting like a customer service like, "Thank you for calling, suck my balls towing,"
Right.
I call them. I hear somebody pick up the phone and go, "Huh." I go,
I feel like
hello? And he goes, yeah, what's up? And so I go, hey, where's my tow truck? My name is blah blah blah. My name is Robert. He looks me up and he goes, okay, he's out in right now. He should be to you in about 30 minutes.
What?
I go, okay.
What's he doing
I
out
go,
there?
okay, thank you. Well, he was towing somebody and he was gonna come straight out to us. So I go, all right, thank you. Fast forward an hour.
Oh my god, dude, what?
And the tow truck finally arrives. He tows my car. We have to wheel it out of a parking spot in the middle of the parking lot so he can tow it.
Okay.
Uh-huh. So this
And
is
then-
all. This is all at like 7 p.m. ish, right? If I'm following the timeline.
Yeah, yeah, give or
And
take.
When did your car die again? 2:30.
Yeah. So I've spent half of my day at a Tim Hortons.
Oh my
Not even
god,
in a
dude.
Tim Hortons, outside of a Tim Hortons. In the parking lot of a Tim Hortons.
And you didn't even get your eggs. Unbelievable.
Did not get my eggs.
Yeah, that's great.
So he tows the car. That's pretty much the end of that day. I'm like, fuck, I'm gonna be without a car. I work the next 2 days. So I go to work the next day. I get a car, mind you. So when he drops off the car, he quite literally just leaves the car at a parking spot. He puts the keys in a drop box. I make sure he knows this. I go, yeah, there's a drop box on like the right side of the building. So you're looking at it on the right side. There's a drop box. You put it in. I get a call from the insurance company, or not the insurance company, from the next day, and they said, "Hey, you had the 2011 Chevy Cruze." I say, "Yeah." He says, "We don't have the keys. You didn't drop them off." I go, motherfucker. I'm at work, so I asked my stepdad, "Hey, could you call around like my insurance and then the tow truck company?" He goes, "Yeah, sure." We call the tow truck company, and he goes, "Yeah, we dropped them off." Really? Because I'm getting somebody who's saying that they don't have it in their possession. So somebody's lying here, and my keys are currently missing in action.
They're currently in the void.
And they said, "I don't know. We'll have to reach out to the driver, but it doesn't work today." So my stepdad had to go bring my spare keys up to and my spare keys are a piece of shit because it doesn't have, like, if you're looking at a key fob, it's like one of the key fobs that like flips open.
Yeah.
The buttons on that, they don't have buttons. They just have holes with like smaller buttons in them.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
It's like the old buttons like rubbed off or something. It's just the ball stickable underneath. You gotta click.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. Yeah.
So to get into
Nice.
the car, really the best way to get into the car is you have to insert the key fob into the door and unlock it like a
Like
Yeah,
a key.
like-
Yes,
like a
like a
regular
key.
key.
Okay.
And they assumed it was a keyless entry where you just walk up to the car, right? Fucking idiots.
Oh my god, dude. What?
Please tell me I'm wrong because that's sad if that's not wrong.
So
Robert.
we so, I spent pretty much all day like, where the fuck are my car keys? We get back, we hear from the guy Thursday, so the 22nd, saying, "Oh yeah, they're in the glove box." Why are they in the
Okay.
glove box? You do exactly where they're supposed to go.
That's a horrible idea. You're one step away from locking yourself outside of the car.
Right.
You do that.
Right. So then Friday rolls around, the 23rd. Mind you, it's been 3 days since I've had my car towed.
Uh-huh.
Mind you, at this point, they already know it's the starter's the issue. You got to
Okay.
replace the starter. I get a call from the place that said, "Okay, yeah, we need to replace your battery, your starter, your serpentine belt, and just get you an oil change.
Jesus
That'll be like
Christ.
$1,800."
Oh
shit.
boy.
Okay.
I go, Jesus Christ. And I relatively do work on my own car, and I probably would have just fixed the starter myself if it wasn't for the fact that my car was stuck in a Tim Hortons,
Yeah, that does
Right.
like
dampen
a
that.
mile and a half away from my house.
Uh-huh.
Right.
So I was like,
I
shit,
do
there's
want
no
to
way I can-
propose a crazy. Could you not have just pushed it?
Well, yeah, I could have, but it was me and one other person, and that quite literally would have been hell on earth. Mind you, we were also on a busy road.
Yeah, but you know,
Oh yeah. No.
ain't no thing.
No. That's
Fuck
not
you.
no thing.
I thought you meant like push it as like bump start the car, but I don't think you can do that with automatics. I think you need a manual to bump start a car.
I mean, I could have tried. I don't know. I didn't bother.
I don't really know.
I didn't bother because I did not have the fucking brains to do that. But
Yeah.
23rd, they say, all right, we have to do all these things. I tell them just to do the start, and they said, but the belt's like about to snap off. And I go, no, the fuck it isn't. The belt's been a piece of shit since I got the car. They said, well, if you don't want us to do the belt, then you could just come pick up the car and take it somewhere else.
What?
And I go, what the fuck? I was like, okay, fine, just fix the fucking belt. They
Wait,
go, okay,
what?
we'll get the
They
part.
can deny you, they can deny you service like that? Like, oh, don't you can't. We want to do the belt. Pay us to do the belt. Like, you can't just request that they fix something.
Well,
Then
this
they
is also at
fix it?
this is also at 8 in the morning, so I was not in the the sharpest state of mind.
Fair. Okay.
Well, we can
Okay.
So
That's bullshit.
they're like,
man.
all right, we'll get the belt. We'll have it done by tomorrow. He calls me back later, and they said, all right, so nobody local has the part, so we have to order it from the manufacturer in Philadelphia. The part will arrive
What
tomorrow.
do you mean nobody local has a part? It's a fucking Chevy Cruze belt.
What the-
Every Chevy
What?
product has used like the same belt since like 2002. There's gotta be a bajillion cars that would have that belt.
It's just excuse after excuse with these people, bro.
So I say, oh, okay, mind you, this is Friday. I don't work until Sunday.
Belt laying around.
I love that your official response though was "oh okay" to these people.
This is
So
ridiculous.
it's mind you, it's Friday, so I don't work until Sunday the 25th. So I go, all right, it's fine. I'm just gonna be stuck inside, bored out of my mind all fucking weekend. Saturday, I call them, and he says, "Oh, sorry, the belt isn't gonna be here till tomorrow." I go,
Whoa.
okay. I'm starting to notice a theme here, but I'll call them back tomorrow just to be safe. I call them back tomorrow. He says, "Hey, the part isn't in yet. It'll be in tomorrow." I go, okay, well, it's Memorial Day. It's Memorial Day weekend, so I'm starting to think that they're stalling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So then I
I'm
call back on
thinking that
Monday,
too.
for shits and giggles,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
and he goes, "Yeah, the part isn't in. It'll be in tomorrow."
Wow. Okay.
And I go, "Wow, just as I suspected."
Who
And
could
then
have
the
been
next day rolls around, and I call them, and I go, "Hey, what's the status on my shit?" And he goes, "Can you hear me out here?"
Please don't say it.
"Oh, it's not in today."
Okay.
But
Right,
but
okay. I'm sensing a
on the
pattern
way.
emerging here.
it's on the way. He says it's currently on the way from Philadelphia.
Oh.
And I go,
So
he says,
so it wasn't
"It
on the way the other
should-
days.
it should be here today. We should have the car done today."
What? Wait. Okay, let me get this straight. The logic here is that it's on the way from Philadelphia and it should be here today. Despite the
Yeah.
fact that previously they told you that it was on the way from Philadelphia and it'll be there tomorrow.
Yeah.
That's what they told you.
Yeah. They pretty much said that. They pretty much said it'll be here tomorrow 3 days in a row.
They're really optimistic, aren't they?
They basically said kick rocks and suck our shit.
yeah.
That's all they
They-
said.
Suck 'em
they're
up
like-
nuts.
3 days in a row, then they looked at you and went, "You just get bent." Left you.
You just can't get bent.
Just get bent.
Get bent.
I gotta
you
know.
have a
Did,
car?
did you let them do the repairs? I feel like I'd be tempted to take my car elsewhere.
And they didn't tell me this until like the belt already showed up. But pretty much the whole thing was they couldn't do the belt, or they couldn't do the starter until they did the belt because the belt was in that poor quality.
What?
They said oh yeah, the starter's been done since the 22nd, which was the day before they told me that they needed to do the belt.
What?
I go, what? It's like a Guardians of the Galaxy 2 when Ego's like, "I put that tumor in your mom's head," and Peter's just like,
What?
"What?" Now I know that sounds bad.
Okay,
Yeah.
so let me get this straight. You could have, theoretically, they
Yeah, I
forced
could-
you to pay for the belt. You could have theoretically just taken your car out of the shop and started driving it.
Yeah, I could have just driven it elsewhere. It might have been a crime, but I also do not have the time nor willpower to go through a legal battle.
I don't think it is a crime. I think that's within your right. I mean, you own the car. It's not.
Well,
like it's
no,
a
no,
car.
I'm pretty sure it's a crime on them for doing work,
I see what you
and
mean.
then
Okay, yeah,
and then
yeah.
yeah, like doing that
Yeah.
whole fucking charade.
Oh my god.
So that when all was said and done, hold on, let me pull up my we're gonna play a guessing game here before I
Okay.
at the end of this story.
Mm-hmm.
I want you guys to guess how much it cost me to do all of that.
3,800. That's my guess.
I think you're gonna say
$3,800. Bro, what the
Yeah,
fuck?
$3,800. I reckon they overcharge for everything. I think it's gonna cost that much.
Well, no, they
I'm
did
gonna go-
overcharge me, but it wasn't that like overkill.
Okay.
I'm gonna say 2,100.
Jacob,
I'm gonna go 2,500. Split the middle.
Jesus Christ!
I don't fucking know. I haven't had to deal with car bills. I have not experienced car bills.
God.
I don't know.
It was-
Oh, you will. You're destined to. It's part of nature, man.
Yeah.
It's like
right.
it's like having to go to the bathroom. It just
So
happens.
the grand total is, and I'll tell you how this is an overcharge. $1,124.79.
Right.
Wait,
Now,
what
here's
that
the
you said
thing.
was? Yeah.
It is
No,
that's
that's
pretty bad.
99 cents, man. That's why I had the issue.
It's okay. It's $200 for a starter. That's like the average price, and then for a serpentine belt, $40.
Mm.
Oh.
So I think-
ooh.
Well, no, they just really upcharged me for the parts. It was on the invoice, $200 for the belt. It was like $700 for the starter,
Good
Yeah.
lord.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
and I didn't even pay that much in fucking labor because that shit is not that. If you have like a shop and you could like get under the car, and you know what you're doing, it takes you like an hour to do those two things.
Yeah.
Ugh.
And that is the story about how I fucking hate my car. Fortunately, I'm
You
gonna
hate
be
your
getting.
car?
I hate my.
That-
Well, yeah, I
that
hate them.
fucking-
I'm not going back to them, but Jesus, that car's a piece of
So-
shit.
About a year ago now, maybe a little more than a year ago, I went to in fact I think it's the exact same over there in wherever it is. I think I went to the same one. It was right before I had to go for the Analytics, and all I needed was an oil change.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah.
Right, and that's it. And I would do that myself. I have no way of getting under my car, and it's really low to the ground, so I can't just like scrape under it.
right.
Yeah.
Lift it. I can't lift it, so oil
That's
change
why you
is-
invest in like ramps.
Did you?
Yeah, a
yeah.
ramp, or like a jack or
Did
something.
you-
but I didn't, and
Did
I
you
was being
try?
lazy, and
Did
I
you
just
try lifting
went
it with
with
your
it.
bare hands at one point?
I do that on a regular basis. It's a bit heavier than what I can do, and by a bit I mean a lot. It's like a car, man, but it is real small. I reckon if all four of us get on it, we can lift that bitch. I reckon we can do it. In
I
fact,
mean,
next
yeah,
time
you
the
do
four of
have
us
a
together,
really
we gotta
tiny
try it.
car.
It's
Yeah.
really small. Yeah.
Next time we're together, we're gonna try it. It is a bit
Yeah.
heavy because it's got that giant hybrid battery in it, but
Uh-huh.
Can we
you
just
know.
Can we just try to lift up like one side? I'm not saying like we all get to a wheel and then
You know what?
lift. Try to lift up the whole damn thing.
CRZ curb weight. How much does it weigh? What are your guesses for a car that size?
I don't know.
I'd say at least 2 pounds. Maybe more.
You're being optimistic there, man.
probably 2,000 pounds.
Oh,
It is
God.
2,600 pounds. 2,600 pounds.
Dang, okay.
Um,
Still
That's
weighs
not
more
bad.
than an
That's
elephant.
only,
Which is a bit heavier than it should be, considering it's pretty much a
that's
golf
only
cart.
650
Like-
pounds per person.
Yeah, we could.
If
do
we
it.
hit the gym like right now, we could probably lift that bitch in like a month.
I think we should try it. Not to, like lift the car, but I think if we all get on each wheel, and just lift, we can like scooch the car out in the parking lot. That'd be kind of funny.
Yeah.
We should do that.
I want to
We should
set,
make an
I want to
episode
set up
about
a
that.
I want to set up a tripod and just time lapse it. I want to see.
Hey,
Let's
guys.
do it.
see it
This
slow-
week on
So
Collective Stupidity, we lift a car.
we move a car.
I went there to get a road change. It was right before I left for the Adirondacks for my summer job, so I'd be gone for about 10 weeks, 8 weeks or so, right?
Mhm.
And all I had to do was oil change. Now I understand that my Nugget is a piece of shit and everything on it is just falling apart. I understand this.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I accept that risk.
Yes.
I pull into the I pull into the garage. Oh yeah, we can do an oil change. Just it take a half hour. That sounds alright. And they go do it, and they come back to me and say, "Hey, so we found like a whole list of things that are broken in your car." And I go, "All right, hit me with it." And they go, "All right, so the windshield wipers, yeah, don't worry about that. It's not gonna rain." Okay,
It's not gonna rain.
it's not gonna rain.
What, are you
There's a bunch of
God?
other
Like
things.
you can't know that. What do you mean?
Don't
Yeah,
worry,
that's
it's not
fine.
gonna rain. Don't worry,
Sorry,
it's not gonna
don't
rain on
worry.
the other side of
I
the
talked
state.
to I talked to the big JC. He said it ain't gonna rain. Don't worry about it.
That's what I think that was my actual response to it. It's not gonna rain, man. It's fine. It wasn't dog days of summer, but I'm not gonna pay for new wiper blades. I'm gonna get those at Walmart. You kidding me?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Anyways, and he goes on, and he goes, I found a whole bunch of metal shavings in your transmission fluid. I know about that. It's because my transmission's starting to, it's the original transmission. It's got quite a few miles on it. And I'm not gonna get that replaced. And he goes for this whole list of things that my car needs that I'm not gonna get. Like you need to flush out your radiator fluid. Like your radiator fluid's ancient. Like, I know it's ancient, and I'm not gonna do that. And, like your muffler's leaking. I know my muffler's leaking. I'm not gonna do it. Can you just change my oil? Because that's the only thing I actually need to get done today, right? Like some of these things I need to get done at some point, but just today, oil. And he looks at me and he goes, No, you can't do that unless you change some of the other components, which they labeled as like essential things to change for the safety of the vehicle. And none of it was typically like, it's not like my brakes, right? It's like my transmission fluid's a bit rough and like my coolant's a bit rough. Like I know that.
Dude, you can put coolant in your car yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I can do that myself. And so they said no, and so I went elsewhere. But I was like, what kind of company won't just change the bit of the car that you like? I was going to pay them, but no, they said no.
You know why? Because they enjoy ripping off single mothers who don't know any better, bro.
Yeah.
Premium air. Premium air.
I'm not a mother. I think they would see through that. Maybe not.
Well, I don't know.
Thanks,
Premium air.
But I can't. I mean, I guess I do kind of believe it, but they were pretty. Every shop I go to is always a little bit scared and also a little bit impressed of my car. It's seen some lives previous to mine.
Oh my god!
And it's got like the aftermarket exhaust.
It's probably literally seen some lives because it's probably fucking killed people at some point.
It's probably I reckon my car has been more than one car at some point. I think the VIN number's been changed. It's
Car named Theseus.
It's definitely gonna be painted at some point. But like I'm aware my car is a piece of crap, but I accept that, and I'm fully aware that in a year my car may not be here anymore, and I'm okay with that. I'm prepping.
Yeah.
But I'm just gonna make this car last as long as I can make it last.
You got it because you're still paying off a camera.
Yeah. Don't even get me started on that.
Are you still paying off the car?
No, the car's paid. Otherwise,
all right,
I don't know what I would do.
just like
Exactly.
make that last as long as possible.
The car is fully paid off and in my name, so I'm gonna make that thing last as long as I can.
Yeah.
Quite literally drive that thing until it like disassembles on the highway.
Until there's some rapid, unscheduled disassembly. You're good.
Because it's a compact hybrid too, I get some tax cuts, which is nice. So I'm very happy with that.
Get tax cuts on that shit. I mean, you get a hybrid.
Do real small tax cuts, but New York State will give you a little bit of tax cut if you get a hybrid. It's one of the like eco-friendly green bill thing, whatever it was.
Hooray!
Hybrids and electrics, and which is great because this is probably the worst hybrid in the world. I think it's a discount.
I gotta say, I kind of zoned out halfway through that because I was trying to find an image on the internet that kind of sums up that whole experience, and I found one. This is what I imagine it's like going to that.
A little bit like this, yeah. That's kind of how it feels.
But I imagine the guy you both interacted with was Lois Griffin's wife or Lois Griffin's father from Family Guy. I could not stop imagining him. I fucked up. I think it's like Carter Pewterschmidt or something like that.
Yeah, Carter Pewterschmidt.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah. That's all I could imagine. I literally imagined Robert and Dominic walking into a store as they are in real life, and they're met by a 2D Family Guy sprite. That's literally
It just points a gun at him.
Yeah.
Yo, for real.
You will repair everything, or you will not be serviced.
Oh, jeez, thanks. Okay.
I don't go to anymore. I have a mechanic I know, like a family friend who does a lot of my stuff now, which is great.
Oh, okay.
Which is like he really does break it down for me. Like if something is needed to be done, he'll let me know, and if it's not necessary, he won't.
Okay.
Which is great.
Okay.
That's what I want.
There you go. Okay.
Is that what you're saying to me now? Is that what you're doing to me now? Okay,
I don't know. I'm vocal stimming.
Here's another topic that I thought was interesting, but isn't enough to be a topic. My parents, my mom and my dad, they just bought a condo in Florida. Which means that within the near future, probably when my parents retire, they will move to Florida, as all New Yorkers want to do.
Nope, wrong. Florida fucking sucks. You're wrong about this.
Most New Yorkers want to do.
No, I don't think that's true either. I think you're
I
just a
definitely do
fucking
think it's
freak.
true. So like when I went down to Florida, have I told you about my Florida story? Actually,
No, you have not.
this is a good one. All right, so a close buddy of mine. I think he listens to the podcast, so you know who you are. Give me a call.
You know who you are.
Yeah.
You know what you did.
I won't like name drop him. I'll respect his privacy. But his dad is a pretty prominent lawyer in the Rochester area.
Mm-hmm.
And
Is
he
his name
Salino and Barnes.
or Barnes?
his name is neither Salino nor Barnes. He is a union lawyer, so
Is
he
it-
deals
And I'm
with
pretty sure
unions.
one of them's dead.
Yeah,
Is it-
Barnes died. It's just
What?
Salino.
Are you serious?
Yeah, he
like
died in
10
a
years
plane
ago,
crash
in a-
like
in a-
6
in a
years
plane
ago.
crash.
What?
Yeah, did you not know this?
No.
Have you not noticed that every sign is just Salino and not Barnes? Just like
What
go
about
over
the
here.
Barnes firm? I thought that's why the
Oh,
Oh
Barnes.
no,
my God.
Salino died. It was Barnes that like it's the Barnes film.
No.
Yeah, I know. It's a cultural loss to Rochester right there. I'm very
It's like
sorry
one
to-
of the
very
three
disappointed.
things it's known for. No.
Yeah, it's
God.
that Kodak and depression. I'm very
Yeah.
sorry.
Don't worry, we still have William Matar. We still have
Oh, we do
William
have William
Matar.
We do have.
It is
William
neither
Matar.
really
Ball.
nor is it Salino and Barnes. It's none of those. He is a different lawyer, and he's a union lawyer. And the point of that is he's loaded, right? Like he's doing pretty well for himself.
Yep.
For example, his house has, and this is kind of how I measure wealth here. His house has an indoor pool, not an outdoor pool, an indoor pool.
Wow.
So it's nice. Anyway, he was telling me this one time. His parents bought a condo in Florida, and just like a little getaway condo in Florida, right? And just something nice. And and it's like, hey, we're gonna go down there for a week. You want to come with us? I was like, hell yeah, of course I do. Florida, pick up palm trees. So I go down to Florida. It was me and a couple of and a bud of mine of his dad. We go down there, and his house is like I would consider this like it's small, but it's a just remodeled in a beautiful neighborhood, detached house pretty much. And it was wonderful. I don't know what it went for, maybe like $700,000, but it's a really nice house. And we spent a week there, and it was great. But the point of that is that my parents bought a condo like a mere quarter mile from this house. And I think they're gonna move down there at some point to this condo. And the reason I bring this up, and the reason why I think all New Yorkers move to Florida, is when I was down there, every single person I met was from New York in some capacity, right? Like the neighbors across the street were from Buffalo. The neighbors next to us, Syracuse. Behind us, they were actually from like everyone had a Bills flag. Everybody talking like, "Hey, I'm walking here," kind of accent. Everybody's from New York. Everybody's from New York. In the same area, right? Like my uncle lives. He moved down there from Michigan. He's from the Northeast. Like everybody's from New York. Everybody's from New Jersey. They're from Ohio. Everybody up here wants to move to Florida. And you can tell this because Canandaigua Bank, like Canandaigua National Bank, has, I think it's like 6 branches. 5 of them are in Rochester. Well, 4 of them in Rochester. One's in Canandaigua, which is next to Rochester. And one is in Venice Beach, Florida. Because all the old people moved down there and they want to use the same bank, and that's how they're going to do it.
Yeah.
There you go.
Everyone down
the
this
pudding there.
When they have the Bills game,
God.
right? When they have the Bills game, there's way more Bills fans than Dolphins fans in Florida, which is really insulting to Dolphins fans because it's Florida.
Oh God.
I think they're gonna go down there, and I think when they move, I think I might move with them. I think this is my chance to move to Florida.
No,
All right. Robert
This is
said
like,
no. You can't move. You have to stay.
if you move, we're kicking you off the podcast.
Well,
How are you supposed to podcast from Florida on our mainly online-based
how am I
podcast?
supposed to do this on a completely virtual online podcast?
Yeah.
How is this ever gonna work?
Yeah.
It's not like it's the same time zone or something. Yeah. But I mean that's a couple years out, and that also may not happen. Florida's also quite expensive, and we'll see.
And it's also
We'll see.
fucking
But,
Florida.
okay.
It's disgusting.
I was
and
just
hot,
saying,
and
it's also
nobody
a
wants
piece
to
of
be
shit.
there. And I think
I kind of like Florida.
Yeah, I know you do. 'Cause
Really
I'm still pissed.
It's warm,
Anytime
got
you're
beaches,
in,
we got
anytime
palm trees,
you
swinging the
are
golf
in my
next to
goddamn
land.
car, anytime
Seen it,
I
got
have
peas,
the air conditioning
Everglades.
on, and you have
Great.
the fucking passenger
Hot.
side air conditioning on fucking 90 degrees because you
All the way up.
think 70 is too cold. You're a fucking freak, and of course you'd
yes,
want to go
it
to
is
Florida. And this is why you wouldn't be on the podcast if you moved to Florida, because I can't have a podcast with a warm weather loving freak like you.
Did you see, by the way, in the weather, it's going to be about 80 this week. It's
No! Fuck!
it's going to be hot. I'm
No,
really
it's-
looking forward to it.
Oh my god, it's 77 right now. Tomorrow is a high of 87!
Yeah.
No!
I know, it's awesome.
Google says 91, but I think it's a bit being a bit liberal. I don't think it's be as high as that. But we can only hope. We can only hope.
Oh my god, I'm gonna lose my mind.
Okay, so hear me out. We're media students, and we do a lot of classes involve a lot of marketing, which means we're kind of learning the ways that various organizations kind of market to people and how they kind of the tricks of the trade. In addition, I work as a sales associate, and for that I have to do a lot of training when it comes to marketing. And the result of this is that I've kind of learned, which is probably a good thing. I've learned a lot of the tricks companies use to sell products. And once you become aware of these tricks, like the structure of a radio ad, you got to make it 30 seconds. You got to end with a really catchy thing. You got to say the same catchphrase 2 or 3 times so you have the repetition for it to match. You kind of become resistant to it. And you're like, I see what you're doing. I'm not going to buy your product now.
Yeah.
But the thing is, you also become aware of what marketing ploys totally just work on you.
Yeah. I've noticed that too. I hate it so much because I'm like, God, I should be resistant to this. God damn it.
Yeah, I know. It really annoys me. But I've noticed one, and I swear I'm not like a freak, but I've noticed one marketing ploy that totally, it's like the only one. Like, every other one's like, oh, you're telling me about the product, don't care. Oh, wow, it's supply meets all my needs. I don't give a shit. Like, get away. But you put like a little talking dog in that screen, I'm sold. I don't know why, but that works.
Talking dog specifically?
Well, like as any sort of like talking animal, like it totally works. I mean, for whatever reason. And Mint Mobile has that Fox, and as a result, I'm switching to Mint Mobile.
Oh my god!
As a
There you
result,
go.
when my
There you
phone
go.
plan expires of AT&T sucks. That might be a whole topic from itself.
No, AT&T is fucking trash, dude. I can't.
And Mint Mobile is A, the cheap, and B, they got that green Fox, and that sold me. And Ryan Reynolds.
And Ryan Reynolds, yes.
You know what? Fuck. I'm aware of what you're doing there. I know what you're doing there, Ryan Reynolds, but damn it, your marketing has worked. Marketing has totally worked here.
So you're
Ryan
saying
Reynolds
if
is
other
a beautiful
companies
bastard.
started adopting a few more foxes that talked, you would be more inclined to take your business to them?
You know, the sad thing is that probably is true, yes.
Ladies and
I
gentlemen,
meant it as a
ladies and
joke, but
gentlemen.
like generally, yeah, that'd probably work. Like, you know, what's a company that I hate? Actually, I hate a lot of companies. Like if Target adopted a Fox, okay, maybe. That's a maybe.
Started using foxes. Would you pay them an exuberant amount
It'd have to
of
be a
money?
really, really adorable Fox. But I would consider it.
It'd have to be a really nice
I really don't like one either. You know, like Amazon. I don't like Amazon either, but they'd have to really go all in. But I'm not really gonna do that.
All in for this one customer.
Yeah,
This
yeah,
one.
yeah.
Millions of dollars in marketing just to get Dominic
Millions of dollars in
to
marketing.
start shopping on Amazon again.
Mind you, this
They
is
really
the
get my
same
business.
man.
They really get my business when I buy like AA batteries or something once a month on Amazon. So I guess you know that's also a thing that really is too small to be its own topic, but I'm gonna include on this topic, which is animal marketing. Talking animal marketing totally works in me.
Nice.
Totally
Keep
works.
doing it. Keep doing it. It works.
I can keep going, but I feel like it should stop.
Yes, you should, or I will kill you. Anyways, and that is a threat. So
I know. That's why I'm laughing. You think he's joking? No, he's dead serious.
no, I am.
Yeah, we're very scared of this man.
You should be. So
Okay.
closing statements. It's time for closing statements. Samuel, if you could start us off, that would be. Actually, no, we did reverse topic order.
We did
We're gonna do-
reverse of the usual
Yeah, we're gonna-
order,
we're
so
gonna
now we have to
reverse
go
this
into the.
too. I want you to know.
So it's Dominic.
No.
Oh, is it you?
It's me.
Who's the reverse?
I always end closing statements, so I'm going to start this time.
It's okay, Sam. I never know either. I never know either.
I swear to God, I've made it so clear so many
Maybe someday.
times. I put it in episodes, and you people still fucking know what it is.
Am I
I'm
the
gonna
only
lose
one
my
who
mind.
opens
You
the show
expect me
notes
to
when we
read the
start?
show notes, man? If you want me to read the show notes, you gotta put a talking fox in it, man. You gotta do. Otherwise, it's a no game.
Oh God.
I don't know what to tell
Jesus.
you, but
All right. What's your closing statement,
So
Jacob?
I got during the during I think Robert's car story, I got an email on the Collective Stupidity email, the official one, collectivestupiditybusiness@gmail.com. Email us.
Nice.
we get emails. Oh my god.
I know we've hit that mark, and I'll tell you what it is though. It's from Binya
It's from
Yasuda.
Google. It's telling us their
Nope.
account has been hacked.
Nope, it's-
Security.
Hold on,
It's
hold on. It's from who?
Binya Yasuda
Okay.
from
Yeah, we're getting scammed.
and it is a PDF of a McAfee antivirus subscription, which is just which is just named a random suggestion of letters and numbers.
Oh! How much did they charge you for that fake description? I got a very similar email. I suspect it's the exact same PDF.
They charged
names on it.
me. Let's see if I can find it here.
600.
I don't know. I don't want to click. I don't want to click on it. I don't want to get scammed.
Then his shit gets fucking deleted.
Oh,
everything.
700. 700.
A bit more than me. Wow.
Yeah. Well, this is a business email, obviously. Yes.
Well, you should. Obviously, the next choice is you should be part of them.
Yeah. I will be contacting them at 806-577-0533. I will be doing.
Guys, we should
reply with okay.
You gotta
email them back
and
say,
like, "Oh my god, this is terrible. Holy shit! Can I pay you in cash? I don't trust the banks."
ask them if you can pay them in like Canadian dimes.
By the way, I'm sorry, but at the moment I'm with my wife in Hungary, so we're gonna have to pay you in Hungarian currency, whatever that is.
We're gonna need to pay you in Vietnamese dong. Yeah, so that's my closing statement. Dominic, can I get a closing statement from you, please? Please, with a cherry on top, maybe.
Okay. Okay, I don't really know to shovel over nowadays. Shit. Hello, if you are the CEO.
You know, I want to propose something, Dominic. I know this is a rational or a totally just a wild idea. You could just not shill something. You could just reflect on what we've done here today and make a nice closing statement. You don't have to.
I will reflect on what we talked about today. For you, I will reflect.
Thank you.
Okay, so as we've all learned today, let's sit down like a post high school speech.
All right, what did we learn today?
What did we learn?
What did we learn today?
Do you think they do that in high school?
Chickens.
No.
Chickens are bad news. If I had to make a recipe to describe this podcast, I would add a big dose of joy.
I changed my mind. Can you go back to shilling? What is happening? Never fucking do this shit again.
It really didn't work out. I was into like a really shitty best man speech, but that was so bad.
Serving of joy.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you are the CEO of Toyota and you listen to this, first off, what the fuck? You should stop.
Do something
your job.
Do something more valuable.
This podcast isn't for you, man. You're running like a full company. You should focus on that. But also, if you were to adopt like a talking fox, I'd buy a Corolla. Just putting it out there. If you're gonna send me a discount, I'm not gonna stop you for the publicity. I guess that's my closing statement. Man, that was a really shit closing statement, but we're gonna commit to the bit.
Commit to it.
Your first priority should always be committing to the bit. Absolutely. Samuel, hit me with nope. Robert hit me. Sorry, my fault. Robert.
If you're listening to this, I strongly recommend that you do not go to. Do not get your car worked at.
I hope you.
But if you do, tell them that Collective Stupidity sent you.
Robert, I hope you realize, by the way, I'm gonna have to censor all of that.
I know it's gonna be really funny.
It's gonna be a lot of really long beeps.
Yeah, that'd be funny. Do not. I recommend that you do not go to.
Oh God, dude.
Yeah, but if you do somehow figure out what we're talking about past all the censorship, and you do go to. Tell them we sent you. I think that'd be funny.
Don't worry, it's perfectly legal for me to say this because it is my non-professional recommendation.
It's your opinion. Yep. Now, Sam, if you could share your closing opinion on today's episode, I would love that. And if you could make sure you give it a nice send off, a nice closing line, so I can just cut it right at the end of whatever you say, that would be fantastic.
Okay.
Alternatively, you can just scream something, which is what I've done more than a few times.
More than once.
And that usually works.
You do it in most. You kind of just have a bit of a
kind of just scream,
which is very funny, and I do appreciate the the bit.
Loud equals funny,
Oftentimes
right?
cussing out Dominic. You're usually cussing out Dominic.
I don't
But
think
generally
so.
speaking, you do tend to cuss me out a lot. Which, how dare you call me out on my quite often
On your
and quite
bullshit?
annoying
Yeah, how
behavior.
dare I? Yeah, my fault. My
How
fault.
dare you?
Oh, okay. My
How
bad.
could you?
Oh, okay.
This is my best. My bullshit is my best feature, man. How could you do that to me?
Closing statement, man. Closing statement. When faced with adversity, whether it be violent roosters or really pushy and just generally incompetent mechanics, take some time to really just slow down and look around and observe your surroundings. And really just kind of be a little whimsical. And start imagining that actually a man erected a penis where he rests.
He's really struggling to tie it all together this time. I don't know if he can do
That
it.
was deep, man. That was deep. That was real deep.
The point is, life is short. Life is short. You're gonna run into a lot of hiccups. You're gonna want to kill people. You're gonna want to kill animals.
Okay.
But just remember that.
I don't know if that's true.
Remember to take it all on the chin and have a good time, ladies and gentlemen. This is Collective Stupidity, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your summer. Take care.
Man, that fucking
Viva la-
closing statement sucked.
Fuck you, man.